Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. Today's the day we have a new Hot Ones guest. I'll be getting into that person later. But first, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. What might low be? Well, I guess in the grand scheme of things, I got to spend some time with my dad, but not so much time with my mom. She was working, and by the time she got home from work, she wanted to do a few things outside, and by the time she would have been ready to do anything, it would have been like 8:44, and at that point, it was, getting time for me to go home. Because it really was time for me to go home. It's getting kind of late. How's she going, right? But, hopefully today will be a little better. She's going to be watching my nephew today, but I'm sure we'll do something. I don't know. Maybe go out to dinner or something. I don't know. But again, my high is I did get to see my family. Although, actually, I gotta do another part of my low too. Because, okay, so last night for dinner, we had leftovers. Specifically from Sunday night when we were up at the lake and my mom brought home leftover lasagna. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my mom's lasagna. I absolutely do. But there really wasn't that much of it left. I mean, I got myself something on the way home. But, I shouldn't have had to. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I am being a little bit picky, I suppose. Again, I love my mom's lasagna, and leftover lasagna from the day before is good. Although, folks, just so you know, if it's like 5 days should be the longest you should keep leftover lasagna in the refrigerator. Believe me, my uncle of all people would know that experience better than anyone. So a little bit of a health fact for you, for those who also love making lasagna and probably have leftover lasagna at home. 5 days should be the max. Hopefully your lasagna, usually my mom's lasagna is so good there is no leftovers, but I don't know, I guess we got lucky? I don't know. But again, 5 days, that should be the max. Actually, you know what? Speaking about going out to dinner, I know we're not going out to dinner because my mom said that one of the things we are having tonight for dinner is we're having sausage, peppers, and onions again. Specifically in the form of sausage patties. I gotta say, I do like sausage patties, I do. Whether the sausage is in cylindrical form or patty form, I'm not really picky. Listen, I grew up in a household where my two options were nothing like it. To me, food is food. And that's how it should always be. For the record, I was never stupid enough to ever pick nothing. But I can only imagine if I ever did, it would probably be the most hollow, shallow victory a kid could probably ever have. Because you stuck it to the man, but you hungry. So, long story short, kids, if you have the option between nothing and like it, just hold your breath and choose like it. Who knows? It might turn out to be better for you than you think it is. Right, you didn't even get to my act of kindness. Actually, my act of kindness was I made garlic bread again. Because my mom wanted me to make leftover garlic bread. Actually, my mom got 2 loaves of Italian bread for when we had dinner on Sunday, and we used up one, and she didn't really get much garlic bread, so I made it again. It was very good. Although, it was a little, the corners of the garlic bread were crusty, but the interior wasn't as crusty as I would have liked. I don't know, further study is needed. But it was all very good. Dinner was great. I got to see time with my family. It was awesome. So, with that said, we've got a Hot Ones guest. I wonder who it is. Now, before I actually look up who it is, I have some theories as to who it's going to be. Now, considering that, I mean, this is actually a pretty big week for movies. Because you have Barbie, a movie about quite possibly the greatest toy of all time. It's a Barbie doll. And, I mean, listen, if I learned one thing watching Chloe Grace Moretz and Eugene Lee Yang talking about ranking things that are pink, Barbie core is real. I dare say it's been real my entire life. So, with a big movie like this, I would imagine someone from Barbie is going to be a Hot Ones guest. Here's the thing, it can't be Margot Robbie because she was already on there promoting Birds of Prey. And it can't be Matt Damon because he was promoting, I forget what movie he was promoting, but the point is it probably wouldn't be Matt Damon. Any of you guys watch the movie Team America World Police? Matt Damon. I'm sorry, I just thought of that. Right, so I think I heard Florence Pugh is also in. Oh. Wait, what am I doing? I'm talking about two completely different movies. I'm sorry. The movies are Barbie and Oppenheimer. Matt Damon is in Oppenheimer. I'm sorry. So, in terms of people from Barbie who have been on Hot Ones before, Margot Robbie's been on Hot Ones. Michael Cera, he's been on Hot Ones. I believe Issa Rae has also been on Hot Ones too. I'm pretty sure she was. So, in terms of those who've been promoting the movie, you've got America Ferrera, she could be a guest. Kate McKinnon, she could also be a guest. I mean, ladies, just so you know, Ryan Gosling hasn't been a guest on Hot Ones yet. This could be the week he's finally on. Maybe. In terms of actors from Oppenheimer, again, Matt Damon couldn't be. Okay, I'm gonna look up what movie Matt Damon did around the time he was on Hot Ones. I swear I know the name of the movie. It was like a something about the Middle East, I think. No. I know what it is. I'm gonna look it up, I swear. I'm gonna figure out what it is. Where's the... What is the movie called? Stillwater. That's what it was. He promoted the movie Stillwater. That's what it is. Okay. But the point is, it's not going to be Matt Damon because he was already on Hot Ones. And he wouldn't be for Oppenheimer either. Robert Downey Jr. is in Oppenheimer. It could be we could finally get Iron Man in the Hot Ones seat. Emily Blunt has not been on Hot Ones either. So she could be it. Fun fact about Emily Blunt, she was almost Black Widow in the MCU. But she wanted to do that Gulliver's Travels movie with Jack Black. So the role of Black Widow came to Scarlett Johansson. Crazy, right? Yeah, right now, I really have no idea who this week's guest is going to be. Until I look it up right now. So without further ado, let us look it up right now. Okay, if I could just carefully lift it up in the air. I can actually rest my feet right there for a minute. Okay, so... And... Actually, one more thing. I swear I'm going to look it up in a second. Because if this is the number guest I think it is, Okay, this will be season 21, episode 10. And it'll be episode 303 overall. The 303rd guest overall. Now let's look to see what it is. And this week's Hot Ones guest is going to be... Now... Wow. I was not expecting this one. I do not think it was, once again, to the good people who would first be feasting Hot Ones, you have managed to completely subvert my expectations. Folks, every once in a while you get a guest where you would think never would make sense of him to be on there, and then they are on there, and you think, wow, it's about as good of an idea as you could ever hope to have. Because we don't just have anyone in the Hot Ones seat this week. No, we don't. Folks, we have probably one of the greatest icons of the 90s in this week's Hot Ones guest. And I don't know how to build up suspense any further. It's John Stamos. I know, right? It's John Stamos, Uncle Jesse from Full House. The one guy who Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly's characters were, if... never mind. The point is, Step Brothers reference. The point is, it's John Stamos. Of all people. That is insane. I mean, I will admit, Full House was definitely a show that was prominent in my time growing up. I would watch it whenever, if it was on, sure, I'd watch it. I never really thought anything of it. But over the years, I've heard so many divisive things about Full House. On the one hand, I've seen people defend that show with a badge of honor. They are Full House fans, and they are proud of the fact that they are Full House fans. On the other hand, I've seen camps of people who absolutely do not like this show. And don't even get me started on the reboot they did, Fuller House, I think is what it was. Although that does remind me, as long as John Stamos is going to be on Hot Ones, that does remind me, I do believe Bob Saget was a guest, so you know full well there's going to be at least one question about Bob Saget. And I just mentioned Full House. Of course, there's going to be some questions about Full House. It's funny. I kind of wish that Brad Williams was a guest on Hot Ones at some point. Because I love Brad Williams. He's one of my favorite comedians. For those of you who don't know, Brad Williams is a little person. But he's a really funny comedian. Love the guy. And he talked about that there's actually a phobia of little people. John Stamos is one of those people who has that phobia. And he has a great story of how he first met John Stamos. It was actually really funny. I dare not give it away. But look it up. It's hilarious. But yeah, John Stamos. He's got to be in his mid-50s, isn't he? I mean, listen, I know age is just a number, but if I'm guessing how old someone is, 59, okay, so, wow, just late 50s. Oh, he's really not that much younger than my old man. Maybe a few years, just a few years younger than my old man. I couldn't believe it. Although speaking of things I know for a fact that John Stamos did, and speaking of Bob Saget, John Stamos was actually Bob Saget's roast master in the Comedy Central roast of Bob Saget. And he was great. I mean, honestly, you know what? I do have one really great memory of John Stamos, and it does involve the roast of Bob Saget. Because, I mean, I was at that age where, yeah, I was in puberty, and I should start acting my age and liking things that, you know, people my age do like. And I'm watching the roast of Bob Saget with John Stamos being the roast master. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of fans who grew up watching Full House were completely aghast when, you know, they hear John Stamos start swearing. I mean, I know I kind of was. But it's true. It was the first instance of, like, an actor I knew for playing, like, really wholesome, really good-natured television was just cut loose and really making himself known as a rather funny, in a rather dirty way, you know, celebrity. And John Stamos was a great roast master. I dare say if I was ever getting roasted, sure, I'd have John Stamos as my roast master. Remember there was a while when Seth MacFarlane, like, did every roast? Seriously. He did David Hasselhoff's. He did Donald Trump's. He did who else did he do? I know he did 3 of them. Anyway, but John Stamos, wow. That is, you know what? I'll say right here. It is the most left field guest I could have ever thought would ever be on Hot Ones for what's happening this week in terms of Hollywood and movies. And I 100% welcome this. I think we're going to be in for a really great episode. I hope you like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. And as always, I'm very homely this video for all of you guys watching Joe video. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, we'll be here to let me know. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.